Good evening, everyone. Good evening, all of you. So let us start the session. So in day 5, we are going to discuss about different types of data types. So on day 5, we are going to discuss about different types of data types like basic data types or structured data types and user-defined data types and structured data types and wide data types. So in day 5, we are going to discuss about different types of data types. So now today class we will going to discuss about operators. So today class we will going to discuss about operators, and after that input and output in C programming, and after that we will going to discuss about some of the commonly used library functions. So let us see today's session, operators, and what is operator and what is an expression. So operator is a symbol which operates one or more operands with a specific meaning. So operator is a symbol which will go by using that symbol will going to perform a particular operation or a particular task. So for example, sum is equal to a plus b. For example, sum is equal to a plus b. So here plus is a operator. Plus is a operator and a and b are operands. So operator is a symbol which will go to operates one or more operands with a specific meaning. So that is called as a operator. So I repeat once again, operator is a symbol like a plus, minus, division, all will be comes under operators, and which will go to operates one or more operands with a specific meaning. For example, a plus b. So here plus is a operator and a and b are operands. So that is example for operators. So what is an expression? So the combination of operators and operands is called an expression. So for example, a plus b or sum is equal to a plus b. So it is called as a expression. So the expression is a combination of operators and operands is called as a expression. For example, sum is equal to a plus b. So it is a expression. So that is about operators and expressions. So operator is a symbol which will go to operates one or more operands with a specific meaning. So that is called as a operator, and expression, the combination of operators and operands is called an expression. For example, sum is equal to a plus b. So plus is a operator and a and b are operands. Now we have a different types of operators in C language. So that is arithmetic operators, assignment operators, and conditional operators, relational operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, and increment and decrement operators. So it is also called unary operators and special operators. So these are the different types of operators in C programming. So let us see one by one. So what is arithmetic operators? So the arithmetic operators contain different types of operators like arithmetic addition, arithmetic subtraction, and arithmetic multiplication, and arithmetic division, and arithmetic uh, module percentile. So the difference between division and percentile, that is a module, is, so the division is going to return coefficient value, and whereas percentile is going to return remainder value. So that is the difference between slash and percentile. So these are the different types of operators in C programming. and these are the operator precedents. So for which operator will going to give a higher precedence while evaluating of an expression. So for which symbol or which operator will going to give a higher precedence. So in this slide, so this is a operator. So parenthesis. So parenthesis is a first precedence. So while evaluating of any mathematical expression, first we have to give a preference to the parenthesis. So what are the expressions can be enclosed in parenthesis? First you need to evaluate that expressions. So that's why the precedence for evaluating of expression will be for open and closing parenthesis. So that is the first precedence, and or it is a higher precedence. And later you can give multiplication, and after that you can give slash and percentile operators. So these two will be comes under second precedence, and plus and minus will be a lower precedence. So while evaluating of expression, first you can give the preference to the parenthesis. So what are the expression can be enclosed in a parenthesis? You can evaluate that expression first. Later you can evaluate star, slash and percentile, and lower precedence will be plus and minus. So this is an example for arithmetic operators. So for performing arithmetic operators, just I want to write a simple program. So in this program, it contain header files, and for writing of any program, first you can write the documentation session that will be discussed in day 2. And in a documentation session, you have to write comment lines. So the comment lines can be write in C programming, / star, and ended with a star and a slash, /. So in between these symbols, we have to write our comment line. So what is the comment line here? I am writing. So write a C program based on arithmetic operators. So that is my comment line. So that will be comes under documentation session. So after that, you have to use header files or link session. So under link session, you have to use header files, like what are the header files you want required for writing of a C program. So for that we have to write different types of header files. So for in my example, I am using #include stdio.h and #include cynio.h. So here indicate that it is a preprocessor directive. So those will be starting with the symbol. So that will indicate that preprocessor directives. So that means that these two header files is going to executed before our program is going to start executing. These two header files will be going to executed first. So later our program, our main function is going to start executing. So that is the meaning for that's why we will going to use here. So indicate that it is a preprocessor directive. And what is stdio.h header file? So std stands for standard, and I stands for input, and O stands for output, and H stands for hidden file or header file. So this file will be already developed in the software itself. So just we have to include that line in our current running of the program, so that while execution of program, so these two lines is going to executed. After that our program is going to start executing. And next one is a void main. So main function is compulsory, you have to use in C programming. So void main function, and after that it contain execute declaration part as well as execution part. So here I am not going to declare any variables in this example. If you want required, you can declare the variables. So whereas here in my example, I am not going to declare any variables. So I am going to write directly executive part. So in executive part, I am going to write %d comma 10 plus 2. So plus is arithmetic operator. So here I'm using only integer type of data. So that's why I'm going to use formatted string is personnel D. So personnel D comma followed by 10 plus 2. And similarly it is a plus operation and a minus, subtraction, multiplication, division and modular operations. So if you want to execute this C programming, you have to use online compilers. So we have a different types of online compilers are available, or otherwise you can install the Turbo C++ software or Turbo C softwares. So according to our requirements, you can use for running of a C programming. So how to run this C program? So once you can use a Turbo C or Turbo C++ software or other online softwares. So if you are using online software, directly there is an option run button. So once you can click on that run button, it will start executing. So for example, if you are using a Turbo C or Turbo C++ softwares, then you can press Alt F9 for compiling the program. If there is no errors in our program, then you have to execute your program. For execution of your program, you have to type, you have to press Ctrl F9. So Alt F9 for compilation and for execution Control plus F9. So it is a simple arithmetic program on arithmetic operators. And coming into precedence, so arithmetic precedence of operators. So I said that brackets, parentheses have a first precedence. So later multiplication or division or percentile, and the last preference will be goes to plus and minus. So let us say one program on operator precedence. So here I am writing printf personally comma 2 plus 3 into 2, and next one printf personally comma 6 by 6 into 3, and printf personally comma 3 plus 3 by 6, and printf personally comma 3 plus 3 by 6. So here what is the output of first line? So the output of first line, I will go and get output of first line is 8. So that means the second preference, that is a plus have a lower precedence, and multiplication have a second precedence after the parenthesis. So here there is no parenthesis here, so that's why the precedence will be equals to multiplication. So first we need to multiply 3 into 2, so that is a 6. After that you can add plus 2, so 2 plus 6, so then I got output is 8. And second one 6 by 6 into 3. So here I have to give a precedence to the division operator. So 6 by 6 it is a 1. So 1 into 3. So that is equal to 3 only. So next third one 3 plus 3 by 6. And we have to give a preference to division. So that is a 3 by 6. So that means we'll get some 0 point something and plus 3. So then we will get output is 3 only. So next one personal D comma 3 plus 3 by 6. So that means you can give a first preference to the parenthesis. So what are the expression you are going to write in parenthesis? First we will go to evaluate that expression. For example, I am going to write number 3 plus 3 in the parenthesis. So that's why I am going to give a higher precedence to parenthesis. So then I got 6 by 6. So 6 by 6, that is equal to 1. So that is the output of the precedence of the arithmetic operators. So the parenthesis is going to goes to the higher precedence, and after that multiplication, and after that you can give division or percentile, and last preference will be goes to plus and minus. And second operator is assignment operators. So if you want to assign values to the variables or identifiers, you can use is equal to. So with help of is equal to symbol, you can assign values to the identifiers. So whenever you can assign values to the identifiers, so then identifier will become as a variables. So that means that uh, identifier, that is a simple k. So k is the identifier. So whenever you are going to assign value to that k value, so then identifier will become as a variable. So that's why here I assign, for example here I'm using k. So here k is identifier. So whenever I'm going to assign is equal to some value to that identifier, then k will become as a variable. So if you want to assign values to the identifiers or variables, you can use is equal to symbol. By using is equal to symbol, you can assign the values to the identifiers as well as variables. So that is about assignment operators. And here I am going to use some shorthand assignment operators. So this is actual assignment operator. A is equal to a plus 1. So a is equal to a plus 1. So if you want to write, you can write this expression as in a shorthand operator as a plus is equal to 1. So that means that a is equal to a plus 1 only. Okay, clear. So that means that it's not required to repeat the right hand side letter in left hand side. Okay, it's not required to repeat the right hand side value or a variable or letter to left hand side. Okay, if you use the same variable or same identifier, then you have to use a plus is equal to 1. So we'll be write only one time. So that's why it will becomes under shorthand operator. So for this expression, you have to write a plus is equal to 1. And similarly, as next another assignment operator is a equal to a minus 1. Now you have tried this expression as a minus is equal to 1. And similarly, you have tried a is equal to a into n plus 1. So you have tried this, this is in a shorthand operator, a into is equal to n plus 1. And next one is a is equal to a by n plus 1. Then you have to write a by is equal to n plus 1. And last one, a is equal to a percentile b, so, module b. So then you have to write a module is equal to b. So this is the actual assignment operator. You have to write in the form of a shorthand operators. And this is an example on assignment operator. So here I am going to declare three variables a comma b comma c. So after that I am going to assign value to identifier. So that is a. So a, b, c are identifiers. So whenever you are going to assign value to that identifier, then it will become as a variables. So here I am assigning a is equal to 10. So if you want to assign values to the identifiers, you can use is equal to symbol. So that is called as a assignment operator. So a is equal to 10. So then after that I am going to assign a value to c as well as b. So that means b is equal to 10 and c is equal to 10. So I am going to assign a value to C and B. So here the assignment will be performed from right hand side to left hand side. So that 10 is assigned to A. So that is the meaning for A equal to 10. So in this example, I am going to assign A is equal to C is equal to B. So that means the value of A which will going to assign to C and which will going to assign to B also. So then I want to perform A is equal to A plus B plus C. So then I want to write in a shorthand operator A plus is equal to B plus C. So this means that you have to write A is equal to A plus B plus C. So then I want to print what is the A value and what is the B value and what is the C value. So for printing variables, you have to use a printf function. So if you want to read output from the keyboard, then you have to use scanf function. So if you want print display output on the screen, then you have to use printf function. So in this example, I want print A, B, C after assigning A, B, C or A, B. So now let us see output of this program. So first one, A is equal to 10. Okay, A is equal to 10. So and again I am going to use another expression a is equal to a plus b plus c. So then I got a is equal to 10 plus 10 plus 10. Then I got a value 30. So here I got output is for a will be 30. So next, what is the b value? So here I assigned a, that is a 10, to c as well as a. So that's why if you print c and b, then you got b is equal to 10 and c is equal to 10 only. So that is for example on assignment operators. And a third operator is a conditional operator. So it is also called as a ternary operator. So for writing of conditional operator or ternary operator, you have to use question mark and colon symbols. So question mark and colon are called as a ternary operator, or it is a conditional operator. So why it is a conditional operator? So it is the condition form of, it is like as a if else in a C statements. So the conditional operator or the ternary operator, why it is called a conditional operator? That is nothing but which will be like as a if else statement in C programming. So but here you don't use keywords if and else. So instead of if and else, we are using expressions. Like for example, the syntax for writing of a conditional operator or ternary operator is expression 1 question mark and followed by expression 2 colon and expression 3. So that means that if the expression 1 is true, that is a condition is true, then it will go and execute expression 2. So similarly, if the expression 1 is false, then it will go and execute expression 3. So that's why this ternary operator is called as a conditional operator. So it will be like as a if else condition only. But you are not going to use keywords if and else here. So instead of that, you have to use expression followed by question mark. If the condition is expression 1 is true, then it will go and execute expression 2. If the condition is expression 1 is false, then it will go and execute after colon, that is expression 3 is going to execute it. So in this example I am writing here condition 3 greater than 2. So 3 greater than 2. So in here 3 is greater than 2, that is a true. So true condition. So if it is true, then it will go and execute true. So for example, if the condition is false, then it will go and execute after colon statement, that is a false which will go to execute it. So in this example, the condition is true, that's why it will go and print output is true. So another example on a conditional operator or ternary operator. So here I am going to read a number from the keyboard. So if you want to read number from the keyboard, then you have to use a scanf function. So in this example, I am going to use a scanf function. So with the help of a scanf function, I am going to read the number from the keyboard, and after that I am going to check whether the number is whether the number what is the number I want to read, that number is a 0 or that number is a non-zero. So for example, I want to read the number from the keyboard as a 1. So then the condition is true. If it is true, then it will go to execute printf non-zero. So for example, I want to read a number is 0. So then the condition is false. So if the condition is false, then it will go and execute printf 0. So like that, the conditional operator is going to work. And another example for find the largest among 3 numbers using a ternary operator. So will we also implement same program in by using a if else or if else if ladder also. So same thing will be also use same program will be also developed under ternary operator or conditional operator. So for that I am going to read 3 numbers from the keyboard. So for that I am going to use a scanf function. Then I want to read 3 numbers from the keyboard. So if you want to read 3 values from the keyboard, then you have to use ampersand symbol. So ampersand followed by variable, comma, ampersand followed by second variable, comma, ampersand followed by third variable. So I want to read three values. So for checking among three numbers, which one is the largest number? That's why I'm going to read three values from the keyboard. So if you want to read three values from the keyboard, then you have to use scanner function and followed by address operator or ampersand followed by variable. So now after reading of three numbers, then I am going to apply condition that is equal to a greater than b, a greater than b and operator and a greater than c. So if this condition is satisfied, or if this condition is true, then it will go to print a is a maximum value. So for example, this condition is false, then it will goes to the false condition. So false statement. In this false statement, I'm using another condition, b greater than c. So if this condition is true, then it will go to execute b is a largest among three numbers. Otherwise, which will go to execute c is a largest among three numbers. So like that the expression is going to executed in a conditional operator or ternary operator. So after that, the entire resultant which will go to assign to max. So now I am going to print that max value. Then I got the largest among three number value. And the fourth one is relational operators. So these are the different types of relational operators. By using these relational operators, you can compare whether the condition is less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to, or not equal to, or double equal to. So for comparison purpose, we will be going to use relational operators. So here, what is the difference between equal and double equal or is equal? So what is the difference between equal, that is assignment operator, and is equal? So the equal operator will be used for assigning values to the variables or identifiers. So whereas double equal is used for to compare. For comparison purpose, we will going to use is equal symbol, whereas equal symbol for used for assigning values to the identifiers or variables. And this is an example for relational operators. So what is the output of this expression? So printf %d comma 2 less than 3. So if the condition is it is true, then it will go to print 1. So if the condition is false, then it will go to print 0. So here 1 is indicate that true and 0 false indicate that 0. So in this example, if it is true, then it will go to print true, or it will go to print 1. So if it is false, then it will go to print 0. And next one is the logical operators. So these logical operators are used to compare or evaluate logical and relational expressions. So just I said that I am writing here in a previous slide, a greater than b and operator. So this will be comes under logical and. So that can be used to compare or evaluate logical and relational expressions. So the resultant of the logical expression will be either true or false. So these are the logical operators, and operator, and logical vertical bar, two vertical bars. So it is called as a OR operator, logical OR, and exclamator mark, it is called as a logical NOT. So if you want to write in the form of a truth tables, so for AND truth table, so if both inputs are true, then the output is true, otherwise it is false. So if both conditions are true, then only it will go to return true, otherwise one condition is true or both conditions are false, then it will go to return 0 only. So that is the truth table for AND, logical AND operator. And OR, so the truth table for OR is if both conditions are false, then the output is false. So otherwise it is true, then it will go to return true. And NOT operator, so it will be just a complement of the input. Like if the input is 0, for complement of A is 1. If the input is 1, for 1 complement is 0. So these are the logical operators. So for example, you can write a logical operator here. You can use a AND operator, or you can use a logical OR operator, and also you can use a NOT operator also. So this is example for AND operator. So if you use this symbol, then you will get the truth table for AND operator. And next one is the bitwise operators. So the operators are used to operate with the bits of data. So in bitwise operator, it will going to use it to operate with the bits like 1, 0. These are the bits. So for that we'll going to use this operator these are the different types of operators which will be used in a bitwise operator, like a complement operator, bitwise complement operator. So that will be called as a ones complement, and a right shift operator, and a left shift operator, and a bitwise and bitwise OR, and bitwise exclusive ORs. So these all will be used to operate with the bits only, like zeros and ones. So for example, I want find out number 10. So I want find out the complement of number 10. Okay, I want find out complement of number 10. So the complement of number 10, you can calculate it like this. So for example, so the in binary formats, so it is a digit, 10 is a digits. We will go and convert this digit into binary format. For binary format for 10 is 1010. So 1010. So then you have to convert this as a complement. So if you want to convert this number into as a complement, so just you can convert if it is a 1, you have to write 0, and if it is a 0, then you have to write 1, and if it is a 1, again you have to write 0, and if it is 0, then you have to write 1, and this is a complement for the given value. So after that you can assign based on the positive based on the signed integer and character unsigned integer, we will go and represent in the form of a minus 11 or minus 15 and so on. So based on this end of the this 0 or 1, so we'll go and assign a negative sign. So for this complement, just you can add, this is a ones complement. So this is a ones complement of the for digit 1010. So after that, after find outing ones complement for the digit 10, now we have to add 1. You have to add 1 to the ones complement. So whenever you have to add this 1 to the ones complement, then you have to write. So for example, I am adding 1 to the ones complement number. So for 1010, the ones complement will be 0101. And if you want to get the complement of this number, then you have to add 1. So then I got what is the number I got here? So then I got the number, so 1010. So this is addition. So that means we'll go and write 1 here, and we'll go and write 0, 1010, that is a 2. So that 2 can be written in binary form 10, and 0 plus 1, then you have to write 1, and 1, and you have to write 1 only, and 0. 0. So this is a complement number for the given 10 digit number. Okay, I hope you will be understanding what I am saying. So for the given number, first you can convert that number into binary format. After that you can find the ones complement, and after that you can add 1 to the given ones complement. We will get the complement of that number. I hope you will be understanding what I am saying. So this is an example for complementing. So If you want to find out the 10th complement, you have to use a symbol complement followed by NUM. So that is about a complement operator. So in the next class, I'm going to continue the another operators. So up to now, if you have any doubts in these operators or previous class, day 5 or day 4, day 3 and day 2, if you have any doubts, so please ask your queries in the chat box. So that's all about today's session, and if you have any queries, please post in the chat box, so I will try to answer your queries. So in the next class, I will go and continue the next operator. So if you have any queries, so please ask queries. So if you are understanding today's session, you can post in a chat box yes. So if you are understanding today's session, you can post the yes in a chat box. So the chat box will be only for subscribers only. So if you subscribe this channel, then only it will be permission to interact with me. So if you want chat with me, then you need to subscribe this channel. So the chat will be enabled only for subscribers only. So if you like this today's session, you can give a response yes in the chat box. And if you have any doubts, you can post it into the chat box. So regarding the attendance link, I'm going to post the attendance link directly into the WhatsApp group, or otherwise I'm going to post the day 6 description under the comment session. I will go and post the attendance link. So you can go to the day 6 video, then you will go and find the attendance link in a comment session, or directly I will post the WhatsApp group inside of a WhatsApp group. I am going to post. You can fill that day 6 attendance. So that's all about today's session. So thank you. We will go and meet day 7.